Hello, everyone, and welcome to the another success story of the Growth Lifestyle Hub, wherein we have another mentee who has successfully achieved what he really wanted to do for a long period of time. Now that he is into that, so let me welcome Mukund on this Hall of Fame interview in the Growth Lifestyle Hub. Welcome, Mukund, and many congratulations on your success. So, before we actually tell our audience about your success, please let us understand what do you do, what is your profile, and how did you actually end up having into the growth lifestyle hub?
Right. Hi, good evening to everybody, and hi Rakesh ji. Thanks for this Hall of Fame. And my profile, I'll give it in short brief. I am as a Deputy General Manager in Sales, Marketing, and Business Development with 26 years of experience in various portfolio of industries background. I was in automobile. I have gone to the plastics. Then I have come back to polymers. Then again, I've gone to this, changed my domain totally to the electricity side, where I was handling transformers, switch gears, and electricity board. Then again, changed my domain back to automobile. So, a multi variety of professional I have gone through a different field and experience. So with this 26 years of experience, I have grown up to this deputy general manager of for sales and marketing. But unfortunately, due to this pandemic, I have been laid off. And this layoff is almost close to 21 months. Sometime in the month of September 2020, this is where I saw Rakesh Rana's enthusiastic talk about growing up with a camp program and giving success. And I was also infatuated by the success stories that being posted there. But I joined after that. Still, this camp as a program to all the people in this group, if you listen it, practice it, you will earn your own success in your own pace of time. But I have experienced a different feeling on this camp program. Though you would have been hearing messages, news that oh this person got this much, that much, I was very happy to hear all those things. But what works for one will not work for the same. You have to apply your own thoughts, your expertise, and your sincerity in that to achieve your own success.
Absolutely.
This is what is the advice I can give to everybody in this. This is what I had learned. Have some patience. Do not be in a hurry. If you have time, there are three things that you can do, which I have done, is to go through the camp session twice or thrice. I have done thrice almost. Particularly, I have gone through the interview section and LinkedIn section every alternate month. And the success story of the LinkedIn is, can be taught today that I was only 50 connections in the beginning of the camp. Today I am 370 connections. I'm sorry, 360 connections. So this has what is that you connect and approach the right man and person to your professionalism. And this has helped me to connect two professional for my consulting activity. I was approached through LinkedIn, and through LinkedIn, I had also advertised that though I had taken this decision very late, Rakesh Rana indicated me 1 year ago, Mukul, please go to this. But I was not ready at that point of time because I had two other, what is that, responsibilities. I had a vision that I want to complete my PGDM or MBA marketing. Now I have completed that this July, January. I'll be getting the certificate in July. That was the first dream I had to complete MBA because if you compare with anybody in the market, all are MBAs. When you see an interview call or the job description, there is no description that is not being mentioned PGDM or MBS. So that has driven me in this 2 years gap. This was a good opportunity for me. And CAMPS program helped me to further strengthen my vision and goals. And I have strengthened my foundation on that. Today, I went with a positive frame of mind that let me stand on my own legs as a consultancy. Though it's a late realization, but I said, yes, we'll do it.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Mukund, for coming up with
Now,
that. And
I am moving forward. I have signed a contract.
yes, please go
Anand?
ahead. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So now the contract is being signed, and I am now happy to announce that I have taken into my consultancy with a firm in Bangalore. Though the payment is not so great, you have to start at small, aim big in a progressive manner. Though we wish, if you talk to many people, everybody have a wish. I want this much, I want that much, I can do this much. But when it comes to the platter, it doesn't come. But when you start on your own individuality, something small will lead you to something bigger later. Is what the lesson I've learned from this camp. And through various discussion I had with Rakesh ji on this. And I thank for him for his guidance and advice. I'm sorry, Rakesh, I couldn't take this 1 year earlier. This would have been a different story. But today I will not tell, I will go forward.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. And it requires a lot of courage as well, Mukund. I mean, whatever we say and done, I'm sure that every mid-career professional and leader who are looking at this video now, right, that they might be thinking, oh, wow, Mukund lost the 2 years and then he realized to go for the consultancy, and that too not in the same pay grade. And also, what people do not realize is it requires a lot of courage to break free
Right.
from
Courage
the
and
safety and security net that we have built around us. Second thing, it requires a lot of courage in probably talking to people in that language also, that you are ready for that stuff, right? And it requires courage to probably sign a contract which is going to be completely on your risk, that is on your performance. Some people actually, when they sign the salary slip, their appointment later, they are not ready to actually sign for a higher variable. Now, as you go up the ladder, you have to have a higher variable percentage, which is the same as what you are doing right now. That you have taken the 100% variable rather than taking the fixed plus variable, isn't it? So, first and foremost, many congratulations on the decisions, because these decisions are not easy. It takes a lot of efforts from people, a lot of courage as well
absolutely
to go on your
right.
own. Now, the question I have is very simple for you. So, what are the elements of the CAM that has helped you actually? You mentioned about the LinkedIn for sure, which is a golden nugget for everybody. But what are the other things that has helped you?
Exactly. See, the thing which had a good clarity is that your career map plan, the LinkedIn, the mindset, and of course, you are all in the job. I had already gone for 5, 6 interviews, and that interview session was really mind blowing. It has helped me to go and attend these 5 interviews, but unfortunately, couldn't convert it to in my favor because of various reasons and aspects which cannot be spelled out right now. Some may think that
Mukund, are you there? Mukund? Yeah. In
yeah.
between, there was a break. Yeah, you can go ahead.
So yeah. So three, four factors which has helped me from the camp, as I said, was the career map, mindset, LinkedIn, and the interview section.
Okay.
So initially I had followed all this program where I have landed 5 interviews, but I couldn't convert that. And now it's come in a different fashion of output or response you don't get, but you have to identify those response. And which I found out that whether they don't want to recruit a very experienced person or they don't want to recruit an aged person, it came as a late realization to me. Though people tell that, yes, I want to retire at the age of 60, that is the ambition of most of the working 9 to 5 employers in this whole world. And unfortunately, some have a different path to follow later on. So I have taken this.
Excellent. Now, help us understand what is your advice? Because now I think you must have realized during your own journey, right? Said what we
Right.
call as a 60 years of retirement is no longer a reality. You will
The
never be
reality,
wanted. Yeah. Yes. Go ahead.
first advice to all of you is that first research your own domain and your own expertise.
Absolutely.
When you have that, you will get your own clarity what map you should do in the further cases.
True.
When you do the map, you should decide whether you want to go into the 9 to 5 job and can climb the ladder, or you want to go to the entrepreneurship or make a separate consultancy with whatever expertise you have.
Correct.
So for below 40 was still between 20 to 35. I'm very sure that people will love to go for 9 to 5. And very few people will go to startups. Post 40 will think of either startups or consultancy. So it's my advice to everybody in every stages of path of career to identify what you need to be after 10 years. Have a career map. Though I have not implied this in my example, but I have implied after getting into camp. And that's what the clarity mapping, shaping the LinkedIn connections, everything shaped up later on. Earlier, I was just in an organization working 9 to 5. जैसा साहब बोल रहा है, you work for 10 years, you will get good promotion, next climb laterally. But fortunately for me, I got promotion every 4 years.
Very nice.
But that is a different story. That is a different story. But this cannot be same for anybody. I have seen cases. I am not. I am stuck here for 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. But it's an advice to them is to map your clarity very clearly how you want to move forward.
Absolutely.
That's the advice.
Excellent.
Have a clarity and mindset.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Mukund, for this insight. Now, the only thing which I would like to understand from you is what is your advice to the mid-level professionals? There are people who are on the fence. For example, there are a lot of leaders who join the free webinar, okay, and they come and then they don't take any action. They feel like, oh, I know all these things. Come on, don't tell me all these things. Okay, I can figure it out myself. Or there are people, and they are the same people who are still underpaid, underachieved, and undervalued in their own respective careers. So, what is your advice to them?
Jay, about one way, there's a saying, either you have a mentor or you have a guru inside your organization. In your organization, if you don't have a group or a godfather, in short to say, if you don't have a godfather to tell you what is the organization, you cannot move forward on your own. Or you need to take the help of a mentor who is ready to give you all this advice, who has already gone through all these phases, and he is sharing his experience. But that is against the judgmental of the individuality. Either go for a mentor or follow the godfather. If you have a godfather, well and well good. If you don't want your standard somewhere, get a good mentor and move forward. And if they are still in dilemma, I don't know what advice I can give further on them.
Okay,
In my
wonderful.
case, I would tell, in my case, I would tell, I had two godfathers in my two organizations. In other three organizations, I never had anybody. But my two godfathers helped me come to this situation. And further strengthening is your campogram, which I would proudly say yes.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Truly, truly grateful for that comment. Now, the thing that you want to give it to the people, like the career access and mastery fellow leaders as well, who are following
Right?
through the program right now. What is your advice to them now?
Can I get the question repeated again, please?
Yeah, so I'm just asking that what is the advice that you would give to the people who are already in the program right now?
Already in the
Going
program.
through.
Okay.
Yeah,
So for them, I would say is to follow the process, surrender to the camp step by step. As what you would have said in many programs, saying that do not skip to the end. It is curiosity kills the cat. Once you see the program, people will see the content of the program, and then which attracts them, they go to that point directly. But that is not the solution. Mr. Rakesh Ranaji, you said, I am saying the same. Please follow step by step. Apply stages by stages. If you
absolutely.
have done your career
Absolutely. So I
mapping
always say this
well,
that
apply periodically, stage by stage. Do not skip any session.
correct. And I always say
100%.
this, right? In the all the sessions in the weekly masterclass that we have, right? That surrender to the process. And this is the biggest learning that I have for my own mentors, my own process that I have been through. That I wasn't surrendering to the process, and it has not realized until I realized that if I would have surrendered this to the process or my mentors, I would have got much better result and much faster result both. So much better
Exactly.
and much faster at the same time. And this is what I would advise to every person who is going through this. The reason is a lot of people feel that they have figured it out about their career. The only strategy they have is to search for the job, and they
Search
remained
for the job.
underpaid for long period of time without any reason. And that is where they need to understand that it is not just the job that you need to plan, it is also the career that you need to plan. If you are just thinking your career
Exactly.
to be is equal to job, then you have already missed the point. And that is where all the mid-career professionals are going wrong. Whether they are in the leadership position,
Absolutely.
they are AVP, VP, doesn't matter to me. But that is what is happening right now in the market, that they have not realized what is that they are doing wrong, and they're not even ready to take the help as well. So unfortunately, that's the scenario. But if you are one of them who is watching this interview, first and foremost, let me say many, many congratulations to Mukund on his achievement. And I'm sure he will do wonderful job given his 26 years of experience that he is bringing on the table to his clients, and taking the different path altogether. Just not about the job. The growth lifestyle is not about just the job. It is much more than that. When we talk about the growth lifestyle, we talk about that how can you build your wealth, influence, and impact. Now, this can be built by multiple ways. Can you actually build it? That is the real question that you need to ask. And if you are one of them, and then you realize that you want to probably have a mentor or a coach in your life to guide you and get you out of this underpaid, underachieved, and undervalued, then just connect to me on rakesh.cc/masterclass, and you will be able to connect to my group where I'll be sharing with you the strategy which I share with my mentees inside, and look forward to connect with you. Just subscribe to this channel if you have still not done, and take care of yourself till we meet in the next success story with another of my mentees. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you very